So root will be in the middle and followed by left and right. Post order will be post, so at the last. So root will be at the last and followed by your left, right, root. That will be your post order. So pre-order will be R, that is your root, left and right. Then in order will be your left, root and right. Then your post order will be left, right, and then last only root will be there. So this is the order which you have to maintain. If you know this, this is actually very, very easy topic only. So here also you will have a left, root and right. So if node is null, then you can return. Otherwise, you have to traverse you have to recursively traverse the subtree until you find whether it is a leaf node or not. So coming to this example, as I told you, this is in order will be left, root and right. So left means it will come to A. It will see that it is a root node. It has left and right child. So it will come and print. It won't print that. It will come and print B and it will print the B. Then it will print A. Then it will print C. This is a simple tree. When you go for the next tree, you see here, first it will see A only. But it has a left and a right child. So again it will come and look into B. Our category is your left, then your root I am writing in capital, then small r for right. So this is what our method to track your in order traversal. So A, when it comes to A, it will check it has a left and right tree, left node and right node. Then again it will come here to print. It will think that we can print B, but when it comes to B again, it will become a recursion. It has a subtree. So again it will see it has a left and a right tree. Then it will think that to print D, but again it is having a subtree. So it will come to G. Once again it will check in G also whether it is having a left and right, but no left and right. So it will print the G first because L is only left node is the first. So in order it will come to the left, towards the left end, and that only will be printed first. Okay. So G, then it will print your right node. That is right means your root node. Root node R, or you can keep it as data even, whatever it is. Root node. Then it will print the what is that? Right. So now this subtree is over. This subtree is over now. So when this subtree is over, so now it will come to backtrack. That is recursion. No. So when this is returning, that is recursion happens in stack only. It will push whenever the particular data is available, and when it is returning, that is when there is no node left and right, it will return. When it will return, it will start to pop up. So now till here it is done. Now when it comes to B node, it will find that in recursion procedure, what the algorithm will do is it will find that its left node is processed. When its left node is processed, it will go to the B, so that the root node will be printed. Then what it will see? So now this left is for this subtree. This left is over. For this subtree, this left is over. That is your subtree is here. For this subtree, this is one subtree. Right. For this subtree, your left is over. So next right should be your B only. That is root should be your B only. Next it will come to E. When it comes to E, it will check that whether it is having left and right node. So it is not having a left node. Since it is not having a left node, your root will be only printed next E. Once because this again becomes your root. This again becomes your root, right? So what happens? This again, once again, your left node. Yes, ma.
Since there is only one root, we can consider it. Can't we consider it either left or either right? Since there is only one child.
See, it will know that. See, what the insertion will happen by your side only. You will be only inserting, ma. You will be only inserting in left and right. So when it is left and right, when a node is to the left of E, it will be a left child. When it is to a right of E, it will be a right child. Okay, so you go through the binary. See, listen, ma, you go through the trees once without knowing trees. If you are asking so many doubts, definitely I cannot finish the syllabus. So first listen the class. Towards the end, those who have doubts alone, stay back. I will clear it. Okay, first listen the class. So wait a minute. please don't think that I am stopping you. But the thing is, each and everything, if you stop, definitely I have to keep more. And fifth unit, you have to study by yourself only. So please understand it first. When you are constructing a tree, these all are traversals first. Anyway, when I take binary search tree, you will be more clear. Wait a minute. Why I took traversals first is this traversals only you are having ELAB. Next, I will take binary search tree. In that, you will know how to create a tree. So when you are creating a tree itself, you will be knowing which node you are going to you're having in the left side and which node you are going to have it in the right side. 1 minute.
Yeah.
So this is what in order. No, wait a minute.
Yeah.
See, I do not know who asked that doubt, but because I couldn't see your name here. The thing is, when you are creating a tree, first initially before traversal, a tree will be created by you. So when you are creating a tree itself, you will be asking whether the tree has to be inserted to the left or right. And another one in binary search tree alone, what will happen is the left side tree will be having smaller nodes and right side tree will be having the greater nodes. So when a particular tree is being, you will have a link, like in your link list, you have a link of, that is your value of next is having a node or not. You will be checking it, right? The same thing only you will be doing it here also. When it comes to E is left, you will be having 2 pointers, left and right pointers. If your left is equal to null, that only I told you, go and look into your binary tree representation, which I took before last class. Binary tree representation, you will be having a left and right pointer. So when it comes to E, it will check whether you have a left pointer and whether you have a right child. So by that itself, it will know that it is if it is having, it is not having. If a left child is null, that is no child is there, means defaultly next time it will check for the right only. Clear now? Clear?
Yes,
Please look into the representation which I took it in the last class, please, because kindly understand my situation also. Otherwise, I have to make you also to attend more classes. That's what I'm going. I thought of moving little faster. Okay. So when you learn binary search tree, you'll be more clear. You'll just listen the concept first, because the tracking will be going in this way only. When it comes to E, it will check whether it has a left child or a right child. When it is having no left child, means what it will do is, it will go back to, that is, it is not having left. So in our in order, left is not to be printed. Left only has to be printed first, but here in E, there is no left child. So what it will do is, it will go to the root node. That is, root is here now. For this tree, root is E now. So that's what E is printed. Now it will print I. Now again it will backtrack. That is, here recursion means always when it is returns, it will go back only, back to the particular function. So now you can see here, this whole entire tree is now over. Of A's left is over now. Our condition is L, your root, then your right. So your whole left is over. So now it is left out with the next root A. So it will come and print A next. Then only it will come to the right side. So when it comes to the right side, again it will come to C now. Now again it will check. C is now having some, it is not a leaf node. So it is having some left or some right, something else. So when it tracks, it finds that it is having a left. So what it will do, C won't be printed. Instead, it will come to F now. When it comes to F also, again it will check whether, so it is recursion. This is what called as recursion. See, actually A's right node is C only, but C will not be printed because when you come to C, it will find one more subtree under it. So subtree, this will take place. When it comes there, again it will find this one. Okay, after that only it will go to the upper node, the whole right node itself. Okay, so what it will do is, so when it comes to C, it will think that it will know that it is having a left node. So again, it will think that we can print this node, but finally when it comes to F, again it will find that it is having a right child, but why F is printed? See, when it comes to C, C will not be printed because it is having a subchild, that is left child. So it will think that I can print F, but when it comes to F also, it will know that it is having a subchild, that is the right child or left child, something. But when it comes to know F, it is having a child itself, then it will see that according to in order, it will become a subtree now. F and J will become a subtree. When it becomes a subtree, what happens is, it will see that whether it is having a left only. No left node, right? There is no left node for F. So it will print your next root. Your root for this subtree, what is the root? F is the root. So F will be printed. Once F is done, it will go for J. Now once J is done, this side fully is over. This side, this subtree is over means your C's left is over. Okay, C's left is only F and J. So C's left is over means then it has to print C only. So it will print C. After that, it will check whether it is having a right. If there is any node in the right side of C, that will be now printed. But there is no right. So listen this very carefully. When it comes to in order, left, root and right. So left means A's left is there. Left and right. So it will come to B. B is also having left. So it will come to D. D is also having left. But G is not having a left. So G will be printed. Once G is printed, your left is over. So its subtree, right? Its root will be printed. D is printed. Then its right node will be printed H. So now this entire DGH is over now. Now that means B's left is over. When it returns, it will go to B only. Now when this is being popped out, it will think that B is still there. Now when B is there, what it will happen is B is the root node. That is of this subtree, B is the root. So B will be printed. Next it will go to the right node. When it comes to right, E is there, but E is not the leaf node. If E is the leaf node means E will be printed. But E is having one more child, but that is a right child. Luckily that is a right child. If that is a left child means if E has a left child, then that only will be printed after B. But E is not having a left child. So next root will be, root means for this subtree, E is the root. E will be printed, then I. That is next your right node will be printed. So now again it will go back here now. It will find that both its left, this B is popped and this is also popped. So the remaining is A. Now when it comes to A, so all when you are checking for left and right node, all will be pushed in actually. All will be pushed in, but the thing is when it returns, it will pop through this way only. So when it comes to A, it knows that all your left is popped. Now A is the one which is remaining, so root node, that A will be printed now. Then L is over now for this main tree, left node is over now, root node is also over now. Now it will come to this side to print the right side. When it comes to print the right side, it can find a C over there. But C immediately it will not print because it has a child. Left child is there, but no right child. So left is there, it will track of it. When it takes F, if there is no child for F, it will print F, but it has a child. So it will find out whether it is a left or right, because if it is a left, that left has to be printed first according to our algorithm. But there is no left, so root node. So next F only will be printed. Next one it will print the right. So this subtree is over now. When this subtree is over, it will go for C. When you go for C, it will know that the entire left is over now and it will print the C. This is what your in order traversal. And in-order traversal has another good facility. Facility, like when you look into the tree, that is visually. When I ask you, you can take it by projection, in order by projection. So after finishing this, you can check it out whether it is right or wrong by squishing rule. Squishing rule is like just a tricky technique. That is, you have to write the tree in such a way. You have to write like this. G will be first. That is, wait a minute. It is in this order. That particular levels, you have to write the tree in a border way. That is in a stretched way, so that it will get printed in the straight order. This is what called as squishing. So if you have numbers, it will be easy for you. This is alphabet, so you will be not knowing. When you write it, see here, directly you can take the values by squishing, but you should not do that. This is just for checking. You can do whether our in order is right or wrong. And moreover, another one, in order will have the numbers in ascending order. Will have the numbers in ascending order. In order after finding the value. This is alphabet. But normally when you write it as a number, it will be having the smallest number will be here, next smaller, next small. So you will be having an ascending order in your in order. Smaller, next smaller, likewise it will go. So when they give numbers, you can just, for other orders you don't have, in order alone you will be having in ascending order actually. So the same example only, it is given with terms of expression. That's all. Same way only you are going to give. Okay, so this as I told you, A plus B in squishing order they have written. So straight order squishing. So this is what. So this is another example which you can go through. Okay, this is what in order, how it traverses. This, then again it comes to this, then again this, it goes here. So this example you can go through. It's animation only. You'll be knowing by means of your traversal technique itself. Now coming to post order. Post order, it will be L, that is left, right, then your root. Okay, left, right, and root. So now see here, left. So left. Then again it won't go to, in your previous in order it was like you have to go to the that is left you will do, root you will do, then only you will come to right. But in your post order you will be coming to the left, then you will be going to the right, then only you will be going to the root. This is what in post order. But in order you should know it very well, because for many problems you will be using in order only. Many algorithms to find out the that is binary search tree, you will be using in order. That is, it gives an ascending order, right? So it is easy to find out the minimum node from it, the maximum node from it. Then to find the successor and predecessor, it is easy. So these all will be easy in your post order, in your in order. So here B, C, and then A. Hope all are listening.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay, good ma'am. So post order, it will be the left node, then your right node, then only your root node. That small r is right, capital R is only root, okay. Can you please tell me this now? Which one will be printed first?
G.
This is, I write the, wait a minute. So, left, right, then the root, okay. So, left, so it will come to A first, right? So, left. Again, it knows that left and right is there. Left, it will come and track left. Again, a left and right is there. It will come here. Again, a left is there. So, which node will be printed first?
G, ma'am.
Yes, G. Next.
H.
Next one?
H.
H. Okay, good. Next?
D.
Next only D. Okay, root. Okay. So, now this left is over. That is the meaning. This left is over. This left is over now. So for this subtree, this left is over. So next B, or it will be coming this side.
I.
Yes. So now what will happen is, wait a minute. So it will come here, it is root. So it will come here. Now again it will check that E is having E is a root node, but it is not having a left, but it is having a right. So next I only will be printed, because when it comes to E, listen very carefully. Listen here, when it comes, this left is over, this root node will not be printed because it is at last. So it will check this right. When it comes to this right, it will find out that E has no left. First left only should be printed, but E has no left. So then E, in order E will be printed, but in your post order, next is right node. So right, I only will be printed. So I will be printed. Next only your next root, that is E. Okay, now this left, this right is over. Now what will be printed? B. Okay, next where it will go? So this fully is over. Next where it will go? My left is over. So where it can move next? No idea? It will come to C, and it will come here. Then it will check that C has a left node. Now again, but F is again a subtree. So what will happen is, it will print. What did you say? J only.
JFCA.
Yes.
Yes. See here, it will come here, this side C, but it knows that there is a tree over here. When it comes to C again, it will know that there is again a subtree over here. Now it will check F. There is no left, so right J, that is right node. J will be printed. Then it will come here. F will be printed. Then again, so now this left is over, but there is no right for this C node. Now C will be printed. Finally, there is one left out which is not at all printed. A. So my left is fully processed, my right is fully processed, then only your final root itself is getting printed. Clear now, students? Clear? So please go through this once again, which will make you to understand more clear. And then this is an expression tree, same as what I have told the previous thing only. Now this is another example. Please go through this also once. This is by animation, it will be done. Similar example, so it will come here. Again, when it takes D, it will go for the D. When it takes D, it will find that H is again becoming a root node. Because when it comes to G, it will know that there is no left and right. But when it comes to H, when it comes to G, it will print. Then when it comes to right node, it will know that H has again a left child, but no left child, it has a right. So L, then H, then it will go to the D. Then this side fully is over now. So now next it has to come to E only, because right, then only your root B. Now this fully is over now. You should look into the animation properly. So when you have time, please look that properly so that it will be more clear how it is moving. Now when this fully left is over, it won't take A now, because left, right, then only root. So it will come to this C fully. But when it comes in C, check C, it knows that there is a child node for CF. That is, C is having F. Then once again, when it comes to F, it will know that it will have a left and right, but left I is not having any child. So what it will do? It will print the I first, because it is not having. Left is to be printed first. Then only it will come to J. When it comes to J, it will know that it is having a left child. So K only will be printed first. Then K is not having any left and right. So it will go to the, that is root node. Then root I and J is over F. Then C, then only A. So this, when you have time, please go through this once again with the PPTs. Now this is your level order. Level order is very easy based upon the levels. That's all. Level order you see here. How the levels are clearly mentioned. Level is very easy than all other. Level 0, level 1, level 2. This 0th level. First, then this will be your first level. this, so 0, 1, this will be your second level, this will be your third level, that's all. So how it will be printed is, first it will print from left to right, it will traverse. So it is left child, left, right, it will print. So A, then B and C, then D, E, F, then G, H, I, J. That's all. Level order will be, this is just an additional thing only. We'll just print by levels, that's all. So this one you can try at home, and if you have doubts, you can clarify it in the tomorrow's class. So you can try this, please try this for all the traversals. So today I'll post this, you can try this. If you are really doing it good, then you are very good in traversals. If you have doubts, you can ask me even tomorrow in this diagram if you have anything. So now uses of trees will be, you know that from the tree concept there is a hierarchical manipulate. You can tabulate it hierarchically. So information will be very easy, and in company or organization, all if tree structure is followed, it will be very easy to track all the data. And many router algorithms, when you study networks, you will know in router algorithms you will be using this tree concept. And another applications, few more applications which I could tell you is organization, that is student database, which you organize in a company or in a wherever it is, in an not only in industry but also in college and everywhere you can maintain, in hospitals, everywhere there will be some organization that will be in the form of trees. Even in your system also, what you do, computer, that is what your next one also, folders. Inside a folder you will be keeping your DS inside that unit 1, inside unit 1 you'll be having some subtopics. Then unit 2, there will be some subtopics. So these are the things where you organize your folders also like a tree basis, hierarchical basis only. Then in internet, networks to find the best path. Anyway, in next unit, you'll be learning about algorithms, Prim's and Kruskal's. There you'll be finding the best path, actually, to the shortest path where you can reach. So here also the networks concept mainly use the application of trees only. So when you study that algorithms, you'll be knowing in networks. Similarly, Google Maps use trees concept only to find out the locations also. Okay, so these are the things which you want to know about. Yes,
this
ma'am.
PPT has been sent to us, right?
No, yeah, this one I think I have uploaded. Yes, I have uploaded this PPT. Because last class I took only pre-order traversal and I have uploaded this PPT with recording till pre-order. Today I will record
because the question which you gave, that will be there in the PPT, right?
Yeah, it is there, ma, it is there. Okay. So this is threaded binary tree. Threaded by, see, and pre-order this traversals very important for ELAB. There will be traversals and binary search tree only more. Was there AVL trees in that? Did anyone do trees? Anyone started today? I think few have tried out. I have seen. So was there AVL trees, play tree, red black tree was there, or only AVL tree was there? I know BST will be traversals will be definitely there, and this also is there. Binary search tree also will be there. AVL tree.
About 2-3 questions from Reddit in queues.
Red black tree also there,
Ma'am, BFS questions are there in queues.
Breadth first search and depth first search.
Yes, ma'am. In queues there are, so ma'am, in ELAB questions that we could.
You also you had, no? Yes. No, that's what I'm asking, like whether there were AVL trees, play tree in the. Okay, I will check it and I'll find it out. I'll check. Wait, we'll go.
Ma'am, there was DSU.
Huh?
There was DSU, disjoint set union.
I couldn't hear, ma. I couldn't hear.
Ma'am, there was DSU.
DST, the DFS only will be there. What you're telling? Play, yeah? Okay, wait, let me look into and I'll tell you. So mostly when you know about please learn this traversals and start coding the tree also after your lab. Today and tomorrow you're having labs. After that, please try to do, because for E-labs, normally they will keep minimum 70 to 80 for final completion. Okay, so please try the maximum things. We will see if there are any test cases. You can keep posting in GCR because we don't have much time. So you have to also put little bit effort. So your percentage completion will be mostly around 70 to 80. They will fix actually. But if they fix 80, na, then again you have to speed it up. But complete to 70 to 80 at least you should try. Okay. So do that.